this up. Put this on. Sorry, I gotta put the notification. We got Richard Williams here. Melissa McQueen is here. It sort of looks like we're not in the same room because of the line going up and down. It's okay.
Is this fun?
It's fine. We are in the same room. Are you seeing the chat? Can you see the chat on your phone?
I'm up. Just started. Okay.
Yeah. See, I can't. I have.
Are
to...
you over 25?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, nice. Are you over 25?
No
Bill.
DUIs.
I'm not over 25. Let's get bad.
Hey, John Trimpey is here. Tony is here.
Hey, Tony.
I have to look on here because we're not in Wi-Fi. Sarah Joy is moderating. Angel Shark.
Hey.
I actually can move this. If I move the phone closer, then
There we go. Now I got the live chat going.
Okay, good. We got Cam here. Hello, everyone.
Sorry, it's not late at night.
I told him it was going to be around 5, so it's like an hour
Yeah,
later.
we're an hour late. Oh well.
Can you hear us over the AC? We have the air conditioner on. It's very hot. Tony said they broke a 1925 record in Minneapolis. Angel Shark says yes. Thank you for moderating, Angel Shark.
Yes, thank you. Good to see you.
Jeff Haas says
Hey.
hello.
Jeff, huh?
Richard Williams says the audio and visual is good. That's good.
Good. That's a good sign.
Julie A. is here. Hetty Silovitz is here. Everybody's saying hi to you. Amber E.
Hey, Amber.
Alfonso, Cindy Jones.
Hey, Cindy Jones. Hey, Jeff, huh?
Kenneth Colton.
And guest.
Alfonso says, who is him? Who is him? April Coco is here. Betsy's Barn. Peter.
Steve actually gave me a quarter and I followed him in to his house.
I just found him out there.
Yeah.
Ruby Girl. Butter Gin. Ramanjit. How's your channel coming, says Ramanjit.
It's coming very well, actually. I do have an update on that.
We'll wait
till
till everybody's here to get the update. Carlos is here.
Hey, Carlos. Look at that.
Queen of the South. Kangaroo Island TV, all the way from Kangaroo Island, Australia.
My goodness, it must be
It's like
7 in the morning or
50
something?
o'clock. It's like July there now. I think that's Rachel. Roller Coaster Lover. Nicole. Trip Lee
Here we
something.
go.
Linda Nielsen. We have our fun troll here. Our fun troll.
Good to see you. God, I'm amazed.
I just turned the Wi-Fi on. Here. Now, I think this is going to work better up here. Okay, now I'm going to turn the AC on. Okay? And I want you to hold the phone.
Okay.
Is this plugged in? It's not plugged in. We got to plug this in.
Ooh, before.
See, there's a white plug. Maybe unplug the white plug and then plug the AC in, if you can. You got it?
Yeah.
Now this on. Why is it not turning on? Let's see. Something is up.
Something's amiss.
Oh, I bet it's the light switch.
Oh, that would do it. Yeah.
Okay. So JZee, I want you to hold the phone. Just hold this and talk to them while I bring the stand upstairs.
Okay. All right. No pressure or anything. Only 104 people sitting here. Hello, everybody. If you don't know, ooh, that was a lot of sun. If you don't know who I am, just go back into Steve's catalog. There's another stream where he and I got together and hung out, and we had a lot of fun back then. Just decided to do it today. Today's a weird day. Steve has some family here, and we're just trying to sort of fit in this time. Hello, Mr. Showtime. Hello, way too much info. Carrie Taylor, good to see you. Thanks, Jeff Ha. Yeah, we had a good time too. We're just, hanging out today. It's as mentioned, it is kind of warm out. It's not Orlando warm. It's not Tony Del Monte warm right now. Not over 100, but it certainly feels like it.
You can sit here, JZee.
Okay, hold
And
on.
then we're gonna put, if you sit there, I'll position the phone here. And I'm gonna grab a chair as well.
Steve is acting producer also today.
Yeah.
Producer and director and writer.
No, just equipment manager.
Steve is best
So you
boy.
can at least see right now.
Best boy.
I'll get another
grip.
chair.
Grip something.
This I'll put over here. This, we'll put this here. Cool. That's gonna start cooling.
We're in the
All right, so you can see.
yes.
Let me turn the light on.
Let's see. Did it freeze again, or are we good?
How's it doing?
Okay, I think we're doing okay.
And then I want to plug this in.
Whoa.
Here, we're still live.
And thank you for watching our live stream, everybody. It's all over now.
Oh, this thing is just, the problem is I need to like put this on something.
See that little case there? Just move the case out.
That's what I'm gonna do. Now you're the producer. Good, perfect.
Okay. Steve, if I was paying for electricity, I'd be the producer.
Right, now they can see you.
Hello. Can you see us now? Are we like live-ish?
All I need to get my chair.
Steve only has 2 chairs in the house, so just give him a moment. No, he's not back in Florida. This is, we're still in Boston. Places, everyone. Thanks, Melissa. Places, everybody. JZee is breaking the internet. Wouldn't be the first time. I've been around since the internet came around, so,
Okay.
or longer. I've broken it before, but it was much smaller back then.
I think this is working. They should be able to see us now.
This is good.
And you can, oh, by the way, if you want to get on Wi-Fi, I don't, how's your signal up here, okay?
It's fun.
If you want to get on Wi-Fi, you could just go to the next room and take a picture of the router. The router has like
Okay.
one of those, if you point your camera at the router, it will automatically attach to the Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay. All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I've done that before.
Hello, everyone. All right, we're back now. I'm just getting up the, I'm getting this up on my screen here.
Perry is around, but he's hanging out with the other part of with the family at the moment.
This is the add-on right now. I'm getting
Rep
it.
Jake, what?
Check
What?
autism.
American Rescue Plan. Still driving the Republicans, Steve.
Here we are. There we are. That looks okay. This looks good.
Yeah, it does. Look good.
All right. Hello, everyone. All right, so we're going to be looking at our devices to see what you're saying. Because it's easier, because we're sitting back from the phone a little. So sorry for the delay. We got Kisei, RT Firefly, Irish Me, Tony Nagy, Tony Del Monte, Angel Shark Modding, G West, Rusty Craig, RT Firefly, way too much info. Everybody's used to me doing streams at like 2 in the morning now.
Yeah, so this is like 2 in the afternoon.
yeah, it's very
Well,
early.
compared, it's not 2 in the afternoon.
Yes, the QR code Wi-Fi, exactly. Bradley is here. Oh, Kenneth Colton made a donation.
Thank you, Kenneth Colton.
He says, hope you had a good weekend. Jay, talk Steve into getting an Xbox so we can play MLB baseball. Do you do that?
I do not.
Oh, but you're supposed to talk me into
I'm
it.
supposed to talk you into it.
Thanks to the mods as usual. Thank you, Kenneth.
Thanks, Kenneth.
Oh, thank
Really
you,
appreciate
12
it.
Tree.
12 Tree. Wow,
JZee
thank
in
you.
the house. It's very nice of you guys.
Thank you very much. It's very nice of you.
So you guys, most of you know JZee from the chat. But here, he's here for real today.
For reals.
April Coco says the sun is still up. Yeah, exactly. Sarah Joy is modding too. Jeff says you have to split the super chats. We had an argument about this before.
Jeff Haas says Steve needs to send JZee a 1099. It's a possibility. You never know.
And pay your health insurance.
Hey, yeah, well, yeah.
And I have
Okay,
to do
so forget the
withholding.
1099.
We do withholding for you.
I was gonna say, forget 1099. I want a W-2. I want to be on the payroll.
Oh, W-2 is for payroll, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. Hey, Arizona Jumper. I had the hospital.
Oh, Arizona Jumper's
Yay.
at the hospital. Yay.
Yay. Thank you. That's good to hear, Arizona Jumper. We were worried
That's awesome.
about
Well, I'll do it. If I shut the 2 doors, it'll get cooler in here. See what I can do?
Steve is doing more producing,
Producing.
a little bit of directing, slightly more producing.
I have the window open. I'll shut these 2 doors in the window.
Oh, Lynn Downey
We'll close the window.
gave a sticker. Oh, how nice,
Thank you,
Lynn Downey.
Lynn Downey's out in the hospital now too. She just got out.
That's awesome, Lynn Downey. Thank you.
So Lynn is out of the hospital, and Arizona Jumper's out of the hospital.
I'm so glad to hear that. We need to keep you guys all healthy.
More
This is
people out of the
ridiculous.
Thank you, Lynn.
Yeah, so what's happened since last time? Well, I will tell you. Do you want me to give my update
Yeah,
on the,
you
on
gotta
the,
give
on
an
the
update.
channel? So I will tell you that I have produced an episode. It is almost in the can.
Of an episode of what?
Of it's gonna be the JZee channel, but I'm gonna start with doing Hell's Kitchen as we mentioned before. I'll do a little intro in the first episode of what I plan to do.
We're going to talk about the show Hell's Kitchen.
I'm gonna talk about the show Hell's Kitchen.
Okay.
Also gonna talk about other stuff too.
Okay.
Some pop culture stuff. But I'm gonna start with Hell's Kitchen, and maybe we'll do a few live streams.
Good.
But just to get started, I put together an intro episode, which I've video edited. It's nearly done, nearly complete, but I actually hired a graphic designer.
Oh, good. That's good. That's great.
I hired a graphic.
I did that when I made my logo.
Yeah, I hired a graphic designer. It's a friend of my daughter's who's just getting started with graphic design, and I gave her what I was looking for, and I hope to have a logo next week.
Good. So tell everybody where they can find your channel.
So
Where can they find your
So
channel?
no, they can't find my channel yet.
Oh.
It's not
Should
out
they
there
follow
yet.
you on Twitter?
Yeah, follow me on Twitter at BostonJoshZ.
You better spell it out. Hold on, I'm
Hold
going
on
to
a
make sure this window is shut. Josh is going to tell you his Twitter that you can follow for updates on his channel.
It's at BostonJoshZ. So at BostonJoshZ. That's what it is right now. There might be a new one for the new channel, but I will get back to you guys with that. It's just not ready for prime time yet, and I really want to get the new logo going.
So you can follow JZee, and then he'll tell you when his channel. I'll tell you when his channel's on too.
Yeah.
When you get your channel done, you should come on again, and then you can come on remotely. And
Yeah,
just
that
tell
sounds
people about it.
that sounds like a good idea. Maybe do a little preview or whatever.
Ooh, and then you can copyright strike me for running my stuff.
Of course not. I would never do that in a million years.
April says a bunch of YouTubers and Twitch streamers use graphic designers to make thumbnails. Yeah, I mean, I totally advocate doing that.
Well, there's a couple of different reasons why I did it this way, and it is coming out of my own pocket, and I haven't really thought about that. For the purpose of, it was two reasons. Two reasons. One was I wanted to give my daughter's roommate a little bit of a break,
Yeah.
like something, a job.
That's good.
That's one, but it also helps me in
Right.
that, I get a reasonable price for a design logo.
The guy I used for my logo, I initially went to one person I know who's like a super professional graphic designer. And he was like, I could do this, but it's going to cost so much money. Like, it was just a ton. And then the guy I hired was a guy who was just out of college, who was a good designer, but he hadn't like worked at it. And he was like, yeah, I'll just do it for like this amount.
Yeah.
So it was way better.
I mean, she's way hungry.
For me.
Yeah, exactly. And for me as well, because this is like, sort of a side project in my world. So, yeah, it was an opportunity to give to her. And obviously I'll be advertising for her as well. So I'll just, throw her out there, her info out there if you guys like what she does.
Oh, thank you to Tony.
Tony Del Monte. Tony said, Josh, you're more than welcome to interview me for your channel anytime.
Anytime.
Thank you, Tony. I may take you up on that. I'm definitely going to be looking at options for what to do with live streams. I do want to have I don't want it to be fun, but I don't want it to be boring either.
Thank you, Tony. By the way, Jeff Howe wants you to pay her in Dogecoin. And a couple people said comments I want to go back to.
Okay.
Somebody, Kiki Immortal said, shout out to Kiki Immortal.
Kiki Immortal! Away!
And then Starman says 420. And then
Thanks, Starman. Not today, thank you.
Britt Haldis Olaisen says hello from Norway.
Oh, hello from Norway. Wow. It's probably in the middle of the night, Norway, like 6 hours ahead, something like that.
Yep. Yes, we're still in Boston. John is looking forward to seeing your work.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to providing it. Just go easy on me, guys. I'm only starting this. I'm starting sort of from scratch. I'm not using a video editor. I'm doing it myself. So I'm learning.
So JZee will keep you posted. And thank you to Angel Shark and Sarah Joy for moderating. Oh, and Sharon Heberling is here, speaking of out of the
Hey,
hospital.
Sharon.
Sharon's still in rehab, so hopefully she gets out soon. She says, good to see you, JZee.
Hey, great to see you too, Sharon. So glad you're here.
Castro is watching from Australia. Logger in campus says, JZee, I will be your Western Canadian correspondent.
Yeah, all right.
Alexi is watching from Finland.
Wow, we got like the world
I know.
watching.
We have one person in each country. That's it.
Nobody.
If we could just get 2 in each country, we'd have so many viewers.
I
We
know,
only have
it'd
one
be
in each
crazy.
country.
It would be legendary, man.
So thank you for joining us. I thought we might get on at 5, but my brother made a surprise stop over with his family. So, and JZee knows my brother, so we hung out with him for a while.
Yeah,
And then, I don't know, I think some of them might be watching this. I have no idea.
they might be.
Nicola is watching from Northern Ireland.
I'm telling you right now, we are covering off everything. Every country in the world.
We have one supporter. Let's see here. And just so you know, we're looking sometimes, like I'm looking at my iPad, so we're not ignoring you. We're actually reading the chat.
Yeah, I'm trying to read the chat on this, and I know it's a little
It's
distracting,
a little
guys.
hard, but it's, either way. Lucid Moment is in Devon, England.
Yeah, it must be about, you guys are on British summertime now, right? So it's about 11:30, 11:19-ish.
It's very warm here. It's lovely out. What is it, like 85 degrees or something?
It's 88, actually.
Wow, it's great.
And it's like late in the afternoon.
And I will be heading back on Monday to Orlando. That's
Temperature
when-
just came up just in time for you to leave, right? Because
What?
it was like
Yes.
52 degrees when you
I
arrived.
totally missed the good weather. It was terrible. Yeah, so we're just hanging out. And you guys, this is the time to ask, if you have anything to ask JZee in person, now is your time for all your questions. Oh, Chris Lund is here. Chris
Chris.
is driving home. He'll be back on in a few minutes. So you probably didn't see the stream last night because it was on at like midnight or something. But last night, the viewers told me all about tubing, where you take a tube on a river and you sit there for like 2 hours and you drink. Do you know about this?
I used to do tubing, but it was nothing like that.
Yeah, it's these people who live in places with rivers like Austin. A lot of our viewers do it, and you get it like an inner tube, and you bring like they give you like an inner tube and a cooler,
Really?
and you get in a river, and for like 2 hours you
just
slowly
sit on
get
it?
on the river,
You just
and you
sit?
drink, and you hang out with your friends, and then people I guess pee in the river, and then there's like a
No other place
bus
to go.
at the end, a bus that brings you back, and so many people were telling me they do it, and I had never heard of this.
It's like a school bus?
So you've never heard of this before either, right?
No, tubing to me was you had a speedboat, and in the back of the speedboat you'd have like an inner tube of a tire, and you'd grab onto it, and
That
the
sounds
speedboat
fun.
would go, and that was tubing to me.
No, these guys, there's actually videos about it. You see like these videos of people all in their tubes and just all drunk in a big crowd in the river. So,
That sounds fun.
but Chris,
actually.
I know Chris says he does it in Austin, but a lot of our viewers said they did it. And I had never done it before.
Wow, that's nuts.
So a lot of drinking. Paul Truen is in Eastern Canada. JZee said, Paul says, will you ever go to Orlando and hang out with Steve? I mean, you're welcome to hang out if you're in Orlando. I don't know if you're ever going to go to Orlando.
Yeah, I mean, if I have the opportunity to go to Orlando, generally speaking, I've mentioned this a few times, but I have like a kid in college and a kid going to college. So my traveling days are really ahead of me and behind me.
You're eating anything besides ramen days.
Yes, peanut butter, some type of bread that's been around for a little while, not too bad to swallow. And,
Whatever bread is in the dumpster behind Star Market.
Hey, that's good bread. That's good bread. It's only day old.
Anyways, so
MGD is here.
Jujubee says you put a keg in a smaller tube and tie everyone to it. Again, I've never done this.
So basically, what happens is over time the keg is supposed to get lighter and will
that's
float more easily, I guess, as you're going down the river. So the idea would be to drink the whole keg so that you could move faster. Somebody was
And the
brilliant
idea is
there.
everybody's peeing in the river, so the current is faster, so you go faster the longer the day is.
I can just imagine how much fun that is.
I like the idea of it until I realized everybody was peeing in the river.
Well, where do you think they'd pee?
No, I
Don't know.
I just realized.
You bring in like a bunch of inner tubes so you can pee.
I don't know. They seem to like it though. These guys like a lot of them.
What if
do
you
it.
have to like? Never mind. I'm not going to go there. Like
I know.
someti-
I know what
I
you're
mean,
saying.
sometimes
It's in the river.
Peeing-
Everything's in the river. You can ask Chris. Chris does it.
in a van dive by the river.
Arizona Jumper says, my mom is right on the Colorado River watching all the people on their sea-doos. Sea-doos?
Oh, I've heard of those guys. Yeah, sea-doos are they're like you drive them on the
Oh.
on the water. I don't know what they're called. They're called sea-doos. But that's actually just like calling Kleenex tissue.
Lynn Downey says, some places have targets up. You throw beer cans at them. Cooler gets its own inner tube.
You know what? We just haven't had enough fun in our lives.
I know. This shows you. So both JZee and I had never heard of it.
It sounds fun. Yeah, jet skis. Thank you. Not applicable. You're right. They're jet
Thank you.
skis. I couldn't think of the word.
So we talked about that last bit a bunch. One day. I'd like you to do it one day.
Oh, Sarah Joy, you mentioned jet ski too. Sorry. It's very distracting, everything, all this stuff. Yeah.
I got to figure out if I'm staying in a few months in Orlando or not.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like I was thinking about different cities. I will say this: I was just for the fun of it. I looked on like Zillow at places in like Boston area.
Oh,
It's
right.
so expensive to rent here.
Oh, it's
insane.
ridiculous. Like 400 square feet for like
Even
$1
the
million.
suburbs, it's
Yeah.
really expensive.
It's only good if you own a house here and you've owned the house for a long time.
You have owned a house, right?
I don't. I still have a small mortgage on my house.
But you're.
But I own my mother's house. Yeah, I'm partial owner of my mother's house.
Oh, Paul Truin says, like the antique cabinet behind you. Thank you, Paul. It's very kind of you.
It is antique.
I assume this is. I don't know if this is my grandmother's. It might be my father's mother's, or even before that. I don't know the origin of the furniture.
It's beautiful.
But this has been here forever.
That's
so.
probably handmade.
Yeah. Well, I'm guessing it was at least from my grandmother.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Well, that's lasted. So thank you. And
Oh, Paul also gave a contribution.
yes, thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
Can we meet your mom? No, I think my mom would prefer to stay anonymous.
Yeah, if you meet his mom, you know, we'd have to do like a what is it what do you get rid of the memory? I forgot what.
Yeah, we'd have to like we'd have to remove your memory.
We have to remove your memory. It's not IKEA. No, it's definitely not IKEA. It's IKEA, 19th century IKEA. Hello, short stack. Do you have a guest room? Do I have a guest room for Steve? We're at Steve's house. Steve's mom's house.
What I'll get on one of the lighting here. I can do this. Just put this up. That's gonna be more light. See?
A little bit.
This light I should be able to turn on.
Steve is still producing.
Oh.
There we go. Oh, wow. I've got this. Peter, take out the shine for me, please.
You're good. I'm shining more than you. Let's see here.
Ooh. Yeah, so the other thing I wanted to talk about, I had one more
Yes,
subject that it was we were talking about just briefly while we were on one of the streams, and that is intermittent fasting. Remember we had that discussion
Yes.
about intermittent?
You do this.
I'm doing it now, guys. Since you last saw me, I've lost 6 pounds. That was about 6 weeks ago. This thing is working, man.
But you say you eat part of the day and part of the day you just don't eat.
Yeah, so basically what I do is instead of eating breakfast, I don't eat breakfast. And I have like black coffee and I have like green tea and stuff like that. And it actually fits really well into my work schedule.
Okay.
And I've sort of gotten used to it. Basically, the fasting comes from like obviously the night before. So if you stop at dinner and you don't eat until lunch the next day, you basically fasted for 16 hours. That gives your body the chance to digest all your food and to get rid of some of the old cells, if you will. I started watching a lot of Jeff Fung. He is not a sponsor, but he's on YouTube. And he's a doctor, and a kidney doctor, talking about type 2 diabetes and talking about heart problems and stuff like that. And basically, the fact that sugar has become such a huge part of our lives, and the middle aisles of a grocery store are where all the sugar lies. And if you can somehow stay away from that stuff, only eat the stuff on the edges, the vegetables and the meat, you don't really have to count calories. All you do is eat the good stuff, real food, and you do lose weight. So I've combined only eating real food with the intermittent fasting, and as a result, and exercise too. And once you do that, it's so easy to fit into your life, and food tastes good when it's real food. You know, I don't worry about whether I'm eating butter or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because butter's real.
Castro says, my family have done that fasting and it works. That's good. I'm glad it's working for you.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I'd miss the sugar, like I'd miss, you know, like having a candy bar or whatever. I was like, I don't miss that for whatever reason. You know what? Coffee and tea taste fine without being sweetened.
Well, I don't really switch much. I never eat dessert now at all. I eat fruit, but...
Well, I mean, you're in a unique situation, Steve, whereby you've been able to keep most of your shape.
No, but I had to change all my diet radically like 5 years ago because I didn't.
Really?
Because I gained 20 pounds in 1 year, and then I had to cut out all beverages. Remember, I cut out all non-water beverages like 5 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I stopped eating desserts, and I stopped eating like white bread and stuff.
Yeah, you got it. You just hit the nail right on the head.
Once in a while, I have pizza now. But
well, like once in a while, it's fine.
Right. But you know, I gained 20 pounds in 1 year. This was like 2014, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had to change my whole diet.
That was smart. Yep. At some point in time, your metabolism kind of just slows down.
That's what happened.
And you have to, by fasting, like you're sort of regenerating some of that metabolism. I mean, many people think if you fast then you lose muscle. It's not true. You just put your body into a little bit of stress, and then your body starts burning your fat instead of burning glucose.
I've never done it. Anyways, if you have more questions about that, you can ask JZee, or you can message him on Twitter at
Boston Josh Z.
KC Guy, thank you, KC Guy. KC Guy says, it's been a while, been working on my house, so haven't had a chance to watch the streams. Hope all's well. Hello, Jay, also take care. Thank you, KC Guy.
Thank you.
That's very nice of you.
Steve, I might have to grab a glass of water.
Oh, yes, I meant to get you water. Hold on, I'm going to get you water. Hang on.
Sorry, guys.
I would normally have water. Here. Hang on. I'm getting you water.
I'm dying.
I'm getting you water. Survive for the next 30 seconds while I get you.
All right, I will. Thanks. You know what it is, guys? It's the there's a lot of pollen, and it gets inside my lungs, and it's just out there. I came in, my shirt was all like yellow on it from the pollen outside, and it just gets into my. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I do. I have seasonal allergies. They're never that bad, but this year, for whatever reason, they are the worst. I have a feeling it's because like none of us went outside last year. Yeah. Yeah, the morning is terrible too. I agree, Juju B. Morning is really, really bad. Oh, I'm here, Norma. I will survive this. This has happened before.
I'm going to put this on the ground, so this is like the coaster.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Okay. Let me get some too.
This is perfect. Thank you so much. You guys were joking last time about how Steve brought me a glass of vodka. Well, same glass, guys. Same glass. Not vodka. Very, very cool, refreshing water. No, Betsy's Barn, I don't think it's an air freshener thing in the room. I'm fairly certain that's the pollen outside.
All right, we're back. If you need more,
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that.
Let me know if you need
No, I'm really good.
more. Let's see here.
Yeah, so I was saying, Steve, like, I came in from my car. I was dropping some of this stuff off in my car. And I came in and I saw, like, pollen all over my shirt. Like, I went back outside and went, get this off of me.
Was it, Josh? Was it pollen?
It was yellow. It was a little yellow and something.
By the way, I didn't tell you, in case you don't know, this is where the lens is. If you're trying to look at like the audience, look over here.
I'm trying to read them.
No, I meant, but if you're in the black strip is where you should look. But if you're trying to look at the comments, just read the comments.
You guys are over there, right? No.
Nice. Let's see. Jacob says, does Steve pay any attention to the news while he's away from Florida? Well, first of all, I've been clearly posting on my Twitter every single day about the news.
We actually talked about it right before we got on too.
So clearly I do. Second of all, please tell me the huge, enormous stories that have happened this week that I didn't cover on Agenda Free TV. I'd love to know.
Steve, I can tell you. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up right now.
Tell me all
I can
of
tell
the
you.
really big stories.
I know the big story.
That I was supposed to cover this week that I didn't cover.
I'm going to CNN right now. It's because this is huge.
I should do a news.
Let's see. Acosta to Trump. You're not well, sir. You need to get over this. This is current, guys. This isn't like from 2016 or anything.
That's like the big headline.
That's a big headline.
It looks like, I just saw there was a ferry in, this isn't a big story, but it looks like a ferry hit the ground in, a ferry in Brooklyn ran aground
Oh, wow.
and is taking on water. I'll see
Is
if
there anybody on it? Anybody, like,
It doesn't, I think one crew member might have been hurt. Hold on. I'll retweet this if I can.
One
find
crew
it.
member got a paper cut.
Let's see. Let's see if I can find a better. Ferry taking on water after running aground in East River near Brooklyn.
What is that? Like, how do you know how difficult it is to get a ferry to ground? You have to like make that happen.
I have to, I'm gonna retweet this.
Oh, that's exciting. Eyewitness News.
Okay. But anyways,
Steve is Eyewitness News.
my point is, of course I keep up with the news. There just hasn't been huge news stories this week that I wanted to cover on Agenda Free TV.
Oh, did we miss a donation? Hold on. Let's go check that out. If we missed a donation, I hate missing donations, man.
I'm looking. Can you see? I'm looking
It's a
back.
KC.
No, we got KC Guy.
KC guy, we got you, man.
We got KC Guy. I read it. Susie Bess is from Bulgaria watching. She's our one viewer in Bulgaria.
Steve, I heard.
No, Castro, we literally read KC Guy's post. I literally read it word for word.
I heard we were big in, or you were big in Bulgaria. That's where I'm doing all my advertising, by the way.
You should focus on that market.
It's a really, really strong market I need to get into.
Aries says, "Can you see me?" Aries Pure
Aries,
says, "Can you see me, JZee?"
I can't see you. You're right. Nope. There. Hi, Aries.
Jaggy Baggy is here. Hello, Jaggy Baggy. Amy Murphy is from Charleston, South Carolina. Finally caught our live stream. Well,
Cell Games, no, I'm not Steve's co-anchor, just a friend and also a listener and watcher of his podcasts. And
JZee and I have known each other since we were kids. Just Jess says, explosion in Iran. That's not worthy to report on. So there was just an explosion. You can't tell me anything else about it. So every time there's an explosion in Iran, I'm supposed to go on the air and say there's an explosion in Iran. Even if it's like a gas, if the gas line in the house exploding, I'm supposed to cover
it happens almost every day there. It was like 3 days ago, too. Like 3 days ago.
There was an oil refinery fire, so I'm supposed to go on the air and say, hey, big story, oil refinery fire in Iran. I have nothing else to report on it, but let's do a whole live stream about the oil refinery fire.
I'm sure it's a big story. Everybody's been following it. I have a smaller story about the betting in the Himalayas. Yeah, I've got that. It's a smaller story, but I'm following it. I'm following that one.
I like that story.
Off-track betting in the Himalayas. It's very, very good. It's a fun story.
Anyways, we are here. We're in Massachusetts. We're hanging out. We're doing a live stream. It's for a change. I'm not doing a live stream super late at night. Aries, I'm gonna time you out in 5 seconds. You literally just said the same thing 3 times, and within the course of a minute. Do not repeat comments. Why am I not signed in as myself? Oh, here's what I got to do.
See, the wild thing is, like, if you do put something that you want to say again, like, rephrase it, but just don't do it the third time. The third time it gets, we already seen it more likely than not.
Jared has been missing the late night streams. I'm sorry, Jared, but you can watch them after.
I'll tell you what, Jared. They're probably going to start again because when Steve heads back, no understanding of when the clock starts and stops. Right?
What?
When you get back, there's no, you don't see the clock. Do you?
I think sometimes the thing is, what happens here is, like, a lot of times I'll go eat dinner with my mom or like my brothers or something, and then it pushes everything later. Like, for some, my live stream schedule, I think, is later here on this channel, strangely.
Yeah, I mean, it seems to me like when you're down in Orlando, like, it really just depends on, like, how the schedule falls. If you have a lot of news that day, or
yeah, sometimes I go
and then maybe there's a 10 o'clock stream or whatever. Not like a 2 a.m. stream. It's more like a 10 o'clock stream.
Well, sometimes here I want to do a stream, but I've just been like doing family stuff all day. So, Sherry Carroll's in Virginia watching. Hello.
Hey, Sherry Carroll.
We also have Amy Murphy says, my husband's from Massachusetts. The best part of the flight is to Boston is landing over the harbor. Very nice.
Says this guy looks like Vince Vaughn. Which guy looks like Vince Vaughn?
Neither
Wait,
guy.
is there?
Probably you.
I don't think so.
Let's see. Somebody else.
I've been called a lot of things. That's not one.
Hey, Rusty G's moderating too. Thank you, Rusty.
Hey, Rusty. I feel like I've come in the middle of like several different conversations here.
I mean, that's kind of what our chat is like here.
Take it to the Discord, everybody.
What else has been going on? JZee. Anything else exciting this
Yeah,
weekend?
so I mean, just from that. Oh, so the other thing about the last part of the intermittent fasting thing. So I just went to the doctor. Hold on, let's take this.
Daniel Boberson made a donation.
Daniel Boberson, thank you so much.
He says, good to see you, JZee.
Good to see you too.
He says, the fun of the channel is you never know when I'm coming on. It's intermittent reward. It's like
intermittent rewarding.
It's like with the, what do they call it? Like in the casinos, the one-armed bandits.
Oh yeah, slot machine.
Slot machine.
Yeah, so if you hit the 3 sevens.
Get people addicted, keep them coming back. They never know when they reward.
That's right, and never put a clock in front of them. So, intermittent fasting. By the way, so I went to the doctor this past week, and he loves what I'm doing, and he saw the weight drop, and he's like, let's continue to watch it. And I'm on blood pressure medication. I'm giving away information about my medical situation, but I'm on blood pressure medication. He's thinking about pulling it back, like pulling me off medication. So that's the most exciting part of it, is like getting to the point where I don't need these medications that I started taking as I was getting older. And if you can get healthier and get off some of this, that sugary crap food, you're literally reversing some of the damage you've already done to yourself, which is the most amazing part of it. The best thing for all of us as we get older is to have us been on as few medications as possible, and to be healthy enough so that you can have that pizza. You don't want to be restricted. Right. So that's kind of my perspective anyway.
Just as you get older, the burden's more on you to do stuff.
It totally is. And but I mean, it's easy to, once you see that something that's not that hard is actually working, it's not like restricting calories. Like,
right, that's what it was with me. When I changed my diet, I don't restrict my calories. I just restricted what I eat, and it was a huge difference.
Every calorie is different. Calorie from like an Oreo cookie is different than a calorie from an egg. Okay, the calories are not the same, and like people who restrict themselves from eating, those diets never ever work.
Well, it's got to be something you can keep doing.
Exactly, and you know what? Like, can you stay with 500 calories a day? Right. Like, nobody can do. In order for you to lose 1 pound, okay, you have to take 3,500 calories out of your diet in a week, okay? So 7-day week, that's 500 calories a day. So you're gonna cut 500 calories a day. You're not gonna be able to do. That's not sustainable. You'll be able to do it maybe a couple weeks, but it's not sustainable at all. So this is a lot more sustainable, and I'm not like, there's no cheating in this. Like if I decide, you know what, tomorrow I'm gonna have that pizza. It's not a big deal. Of course, the next day I'll probably, keep the carbs at bay, but at the same time I can do it and either way, and it's working. I highly recommend this, guys. For those of you who are fighting pounds and so on, and you know, the thin